EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Barnett. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
But, Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
That's complete outright to the tight end, Trimble. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Barnett over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
This one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll look to throw again. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw again.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
A good pickup there, a 22.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Off play action. Noel. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right? That 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get the host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. Noel.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Barnett. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on 3rd down. Barnett. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw. Noel.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
He's got him in. Complete. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him, when he's driving home, to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Barnett finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this one go to the 28-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Barnett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Barnett. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A 5-yard gain on the play. Come on.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Noel. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Panthers have recovered. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on 2nd down. Barnett. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnett. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Barnett. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
And quickly, they get to the line. To throw on 2nd down. Noel trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On 3rd down, Noel. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
A final shot before break. Noel, he's going to go up top again. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime here in this.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wild Card bout.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. and maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Looking to throw on second down. Noel.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Noel.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Looking to throw. Noel. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
To throw on third down, Noel. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
As they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotels, make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Barnett looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the...
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Off the bootleg. Noel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnett over the middle, complete. That's Anderson.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barnett.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got it complete to Anderson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card match. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready, go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Williams brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd
Ready,
and goal
break.
at the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Barnett. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Steps away to his left.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Okay, ready.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Noel. He finds his man. Complete. It's Little. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Throwing on first down. Noel. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Noel. Going right side here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Noel. He finds his man. Complete. It's Little. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. To throw on 2nd down. Barnett. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Noel. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, in some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in